Right, so everyone, welcome back to the Loaf Project. In this episode, this is gonna be a continuation of the previous episode. If you can remember that previous episode, I changed this piece here, which turned out really nice, right? But the reason that kind of turned out nice was because I was able to cut it directly out of the other van. In this case, in this episode, I'm gonna be tested because this corner piece, which I'm gonna give you a close-up of now, is basically, it's non-existent. I don't have really much to go off of, and I'm trying to picture how it might have went. And I've got the other van out there, and it's, in parts, it's actually more rotten. Now we're going to tackle it in a different way. I'm not just going to chop this all out because then I've got nothing to go off of. I'm going to try and see if there is anything I can do with the other van's one, in the sense of just getting the shapes, because I can't use it. There's no point in covering up rusty steel. There's no point in there's just no point in using steel that's just like, that's red rotten, as they say. So we're just gonna have to just jump into this, and you're just gonna have to watch it unfold, because to be honest with you, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. So let's just do it. Right, so everyone, I have removed the steel you have seen me remove, which is these two panels here. This being the inner, this being the outer. They kind of, some way or another, they sit together. Okay. What I did do on the other van, though I do not have the right pieces due to the other van being rotten in those areas too, what I've done is cut the sill further up where the steel is fairly good and treatable, in that there's a little bit of surface rust, but it'll have to do. So what my plan is to basically, obviously this is an inner and outer, as the other pieces of steel are inners and outers, is I'm going to get this piece of steel, and as you can see, they're pretty much they're the same piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create, wait, that's not the right way. I'm going to turn this piece into that piece. So I'm going to have to recreate all these bends. Now that's not, like, I'll probably have to add a bit of steel because there's not enough on it, but that's where I had to cut for the rust, because it was rotten up as far as there. So I'm going to have to tack a little bit onto the top of there. I'm going to have to cut along, and we're going to have to shape it to make it look like this. But I'm going to stop yabbering on, right? And we're just going to get into it, because this is going to be a tricky piece of steel to do. But yeah, let's just see what happens, and you'll watch it unfold, and hopefully it unfolds and doesn't, yeah. Right, so everyone, as you can see, I have finished this bit. I still need to weld this on, and I also need to get this shape into it. So I'm gonna just let it unfold. I'm not gonna explain it to you, but anyway, let's just jump into it and continue the piece. Right, so everyone, a quick update. I just wanted to let you know what's happening, because there's a sequence in which the panels have to be made and put on. So just in case the video gets a bit confusing, we've just completed this. Goes on here, then this panel will go on over that panel, like so, like that. But I need to recreate this. This is off the other van. The brightness is a bit bright, so I'm going to turn that down. So I'm going to have to recreate this panel. I'm going to maybe reuse this if I can, blast it, treat the steel, all that crack, and then this will go on, and then this panel, which will be recreated from this. So that's the plan. I'm not going to talk anymore, we're just going to get into it. I just thought I'd give you an outline. So let's get stuck back into it. I don't want to be talking too much, right? But I feel like this episode is one of those episodes where there's a lot of time involved. There's a lot of just sitting with it. There's no rushing in it. You just gotta do it, and you can only do it as your best. What I will say is, this is the final panel, well, the second last panel, before this side is done. So what's gonna happen is, we're gonna repair this panel. We're gonna blast it. We're gonna prime it, make it look lovely, set up the panels, tack them on, make sure they're all lovely. Then the final panel will probably be done when these are on, because I'm kind of, you know, you cut your way in and work your way back out, you know, that kind of way. So let's see how we get on, and continue. Right, so everyone, that is the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. There was a serious amount of work in this. It took me to go to 3 days to get the whole thing right, because there was just so much fabrication, as you can see. The end result is quite good. Obviously, as I say in all the videos, when all the patches are done, I'm going to go over everything again, just to finish off all the panels. Filler, anything that needs to be done. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you like these pan loaf videos more than the others, or you prefer these, definitely say it to me. Let me know, because you'll get the videos sooner rather than later, because as you know, I've got a few different projects going. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I finally got through it. It was a lot of work involved in this, and I'm gonna do the other side. I'm not sure whether I'm gonna film that though, because like I always say, once you see one side, you kind of see both, and that's another thing as well. Let me know in the comments if you want to see the other side, because I'll definitely do a video on that. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.